Lynn. Hi everyone. Welcome, welcome. I will wait for Lynn to come back to do like a check on everything. Oh, I can definitely hear myself. I need to mute that. Don't want to be hearing myself. It's nothing worse. So I can see everything fine on my desktop and I could hear myself, so I'm assuming everything is good to go. Hi Mandy. Hello, hello. You can see, look, my nails are growing. I'm getting gaps. So they're doing their job. They're protecting my nails underneath and they're actually growing. Woohoo! Hi Lou. Hi Sam. Hi everyone. So I spoke to my the lady that did my nails and showed her some pictures to say, you know, look that I'm getting gaps and stuff. And she went, wow, they're really growing. You're going to need infills in about 2 weeks. So that's exciting. Welcome back, Lynn. Sound and everything good? From what I can see on my desktop, it all looks okay. I'm not too bad, thank you, Mandy. Not too bad. Still getting the odd cramp here and there. But thankfully things seems to have calmed down since I went back onto my like anti-acid tablets, my lansoprazole tablets. So fingers crossed. I'm hoping it was just the fact that I'd taken myself off of those, which you can do. It says online there's, you know, there's no harm to take yourself off of those particular kind of tablets. I can't remember what they're called, PPIs or something. But anyway. So yeah, things seem to be calming down slightly. I'm taking them morning and night, so fingers crossed. But anyway, that aside, during the weekend where I wasn't well enough to stream or anything, I wasn't entirely unproductive. I got the new chart from Teresa Ivanor's group. For any of you that don't know, I always use her charts. She puts them in her colour order, and this is what I always work with. Her system just works for me. So I swatched out the entire 100 set of the ink tents. Steve already had the 72 set, which he'd got not last Christmas, Christmas before, I believe. And then we just bought the other 28 new colours in open stock. We did a bilge tin of 24, and then bought the other 4 loose, which actually came in another tin that they put them in, so that was cool. So now we have the full 100 set. And I also rearranged his pencil case. I got a new pencil case, put my Brute Squares in it and my Brute Funa Macrons in that. So yeah, I was still being productive. But today I want to do some more work in Yoga Animals So Cute. If you saw my planned pages for June, you'll have seen that this was very, very kindly gifted to me by the lovely Kay, and quite a while ago, but I've been so scared of colouring in it because it's so beautiful and detailed. Need a drink. That I was scared of ruining it. But over the weekend I had a little play, and I've already started a page in here. So my hippo I've just based with Ohuhu marker. That was, it was RG110 for anyone wanting to know. and the dark bit here was RG120. It's just one shade up. And then the rest of this I've been doing in the ink tents. So I thought we would continue doing a little bit of this on live stream, if that's okay. I wrote down when I started it, look, the 4th of June. So it was yesterday I started it. But yeah, out of all of those books that I picked for the month, this was what I started with first. So I'm quite proud of myself. So combinations. My water lilies here, for any of you who may have this book and want the combinations. Let me put them in order of lightest to darkest. So for the water lilies, I used Fuchsia 0700, Deep Rose 0710, and Thistle 0720. So that is my blend for those. I have linked this book as well in the... I've pinned it at the top of the chat for anyone wanting to check it out, and it is on offer at the moment, which is always nice when that happens. So the leaf combination I have so far, I'm going to be adding other green combos into this, but the one I've currently used, if I can get them round the right way, we have Apple Green 1400. Then we have Olivine, which is a new colour, 1340, and Ionian Green 1320. So that's that combo. The yellow for this and like the insides of the flowers is just two colours, which is Golden Sun 0225, that's a new colour, with Sienna Gold 0240. And then this purple combination is Violet Blue 0805, that's a new colour. Then we have Nightshade, which is 0770, another new colour, and Dark Purple 0750. So they're the combos I've got so far. Just in case any of you want to jot them down for any reason. It's also handy for me to look back on if I put it to one side for a little while and then forget what I'm using. I have taken pictures of what I'm using though. So earlier I was looking at water flowers and water plants, trying to work out what everything is. So these are either, I can't remember what it said, water hyacinths, which they're similar to, or like irises. So I've done them as irises because that's how I saw them anyway. These actually look like water cabbages. And water cabbages is a thing. So let me see if I can find them again. If anyone can see what else it could be apart from a water cabbage, please do let me know. There's a possibility it could be like a peony or something, but I really don't think it is. So these are water cabbages, which is what I think these are. Oh, thank you, Lynn. What pencils should I try as I would like to use? What do you mean, Lou? Do you want to do this page? Let me know what you mean, lovely. So there's another picture of a water cabbage. Or that says water lettuce, water cabbage, but yeah, same thing. So yeah, interesting. It's going to be a lot of green, but I was thinking of doing these more of a sagey type green. Where's that picture I found earlier, because I liked the colour. So something more along those lines, so it's less yellowy and more muted. But yeah, I think we'll start with this last water lily up here, lotus flower, because I wanted to do one of these on stream with you. So I will grab my pink combo and we'll have a little natter. So my mum is currently sat at home in Cambridgeshire, freezing cold. In any book, I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. My dyslexia is playing up. No worries, hun. It depends sort of what you're wanting to colour, because different pencils work differently in books. So depending on what book you want to use, if you pick a book, I can sort of tell you what pencils I usually use in that book, if that helps. So yeah, my mum is sat at home in Cambridgeshire, freezing cold, which is quite funny because it's gorgeous here. It's like 20 something. And she was just saying to me, let's make sure you're zoomed in enough. She was just saying to me, oh, I wish I was like over there with you. I wish I could put the dogs in boarding for like a week or whatever and just come over. And I had to speak to the people that were going to try and board the dogs with. They've never boarded before. But this place is different because they board in the house. They have like free reign of the house. So they're not in cages or anything like that, which my dogs would absolutely hate, which is why we've never boarded them. So I phoned them up and booked them in for the September and December breaks that were going on. And also inquired about, hi Nicole lovely, how are you? Thank you for joining. Inquired about if they would be able to board them this week sometime. And they said they could. And I said they'll have to be sectioned off from the other dogs because Bonnie, who's well, they're both Jack Staffs, but she's more Staffy than anything. She's not keen on other dogs, and she tends to sort of raise her lip a bit and snarl, and I don't think she would ever hurt them, but it's kind of like a back off, I'm not comfortable with you being so close to me. So they said that's fine, they can section them off in one part of the house. So they still have free reign of that part of the house, but they won't be with the other dogs. And the same for when they walk them and that. So I told my mum, I was like, right, I've booked the dogs in to be picked up on Wednesday. And I will come down to you and meet you to one of the places that we visit. We go to Stevenage. Mum likes it at Stevenage, so I said I will meet you in Stevenage on the Thursday. We will use Thursday and Friday night in Stevenage as a tester to see how the dogs get on, because they've never been away from us before, apart from one night where Enya went to the vets to have her lady parts done so she couldn't have puppies, and she absolutely cried the place down and ended up phoning my parents to say, you're going to have to come and get her because she's crying and shaking and she's just not happy here. So we're going to use Thursday and Friday night as a tester to see how they get on for those couple of nights without us. I said to Mum, we'll phone them on Friday, see how the dogs are doing on Friday night. If the dogs are absolutely fine, then we will get the train home to Swindon on the Saturday. If they're not fine, then you can go back to where you live. I'm not going to give her where she lives, Cambridgeshire, you can go back to where you live and the dogs will be, you know, delivered back to you if you like. They get picked up and dropped off, and I'll catch the train home. But at least you'll have had like a weekend without the dogs, a weekend break or whatever. So yeah, that's all happened in the space of the last half an hour. Right, I will catch up on chat. How come she's cold? Because it's, what is it, 16 degrees or something over there? But she's in a really, well, you know what Mum's house is like. It's always cold. It's a massive 3-bedroom blimmin' farmhouse, so it's cold. In a Colouring Heaven Manga Fairy special, do you have any alcohol markers, Lou? Because I would, if it was me doing it, I would base it in alcohol marker, and then I would shade with, what pencils do you have? Black Widows are good in there. Brute Funas Squares are good in there. Prismacolor, Polychromos, they're all good in on that paper. I hope that helps. I'm good, love. So glad I caught you alive. I'm working, but I thought I could try and listen in. Oh, thank you, hon. Don't work too hard. So yeah, that's what's been going on in the last like half an hour of my life. But it's absolutely glorious here, and I was like, if I can help Mum get over here for like a week or whatever and enjoy the sunshine that we're going to have, because they're not having... Oops. All right, she just texts back. What was I saying? Yeah, so they're not having any of the sunshine that we're having next week. And we're like getting up to these temperatures next week, which I'm pretty happy about. So the cloud doesn't bother me as long as it's these temperatures. So yeah, if Mum can come over and have some nice warm sunshine, and we'll get to go out on a couple of days out or whatever. Might have a barbecue, do things like that. Not sure whether Steve's coming with me or not yet. I'll leave that entirely up to him. Hi, Audrey. Hi, lovely. It's 14 there. Yeah. What temperature is it here at the minute? 18. So it's only 2 degrees warmer than where my mum is. But I guess 2 degrees can make a bit of a difference. Been really hot here. I've even got sunburn on my back. It's a bit ouchy today. Oh, bless you, Lynn. I've got loads of pens and could use the work colouring pencil, and thank you for the advice. No worries, no worries. Mainly what I would say is just use what you have, and as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. So I don't know whether Rach is... No, Rach won't be here, she's working. Rach messaged me earlier. Hi Rach, if you're watching this back. And let me know that comments were off on 2 of my videos, which I was like, oh, no surprise there then. But it was really bugging me, because obviously it stops you guys from interacting with me if you're watching. I'm just going to put something behind here. Bear with. Just let me put this here. I don't want to go on to that other page. So yeah, I looked into Google again at trying to figure out what on earth is the issue with YouTube turning my comments off. I found 2 articles that said about settings and that, and I've changed it to those settings, so we'll see if that works. If not, then I don't know. It really drives me bonkers. No, I don't turn them off for a reason, bless you, Nicole. It's YouTube. As soon as I flip and upload, they're like, nope, you're not having your comments on. Goodbye. No sun, cold wind from the sea. Ah, but at least you have the sea. I'd love to live by the seaside. I've not had a chance to watch them yet. I will eventually, I promise. It's just not good enough, Miss Lynn. It's not good enough. And yes, YouTube thinks I'm a child. Yep. I've had a look regarding those plants. Can only find water lettuce, so loads of green it is. Yep. Water lettuce they are. But the colour I'm using at the minute, this is fuchsia. And what I was doing was colouring all of these sort of outer petals in just the fuchsia. And then the inside petals I layered up with all 3 colours. So if you see on this one, these have just been left blank. And I think that looks quite nice. So I'm not a pro, we're just going with it. I just go with whatever looks pretty and hope for the best. I've been very busy, hardly watched YouTube all for nearly a week. Bless you, Miss Lynn. Yep. Just having a drink. I'm talking a lot. I'm getting very dry mouth. Yeah, it's funny because when I upload, I always sit and wait for the comments, like wait for the messages to come saying your comments are off. But I've come to expect it now. It's like, yeah, I know. I've already turned them on about 12 times, but clearly they're off again. Right, this is just my scrap tissue. As you can see, I've been having loads of fun with this. So I'm just going to activate those outer petals first. So for all of you that did watch my planned pages for June, the 2 pages that were right at the very end that I picked to do as my colour along, which of those 2 would you guys rather see me colour? If you can't remember them, I will gladly grab them and show you. Just let me know. I absolutely love. Do you know, I used to despise ink tents, and now I absolutely love them. And the reason I despised them was because I didn't know how to use them. But I love them now. They're so bright. I was that adamant I wasn't going to miss you tonight. Ended up getting here an hour early. Well, you're here. But what's interesting when I was looking at my settings earlier is I realised I still had someone as a mod that I hadn't removed. So I've done that now. think I had 2 people actually. I can't remember who the other one was, but I've removed both anyway. It's like only Miss Lynn is my mod. Yep. Aw, thank you, Sam. It's lovely having you all here. In my defence, I had just woken up. Oh yes, forgot about the other mod. Yeah, so had I. So had I. I was like, oh yes, better remove you, hadn't we? We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. Sprite for me, not the drink. So one vote for the Sprite. I would like to try watercolour pencils. They're lovely, Sam. I love watercolour pencils. I will say I prefer paints, watercolour paints, rather than pencils. Purely, that's just me. I've always worked with watercolour paints from a young age, way before I started watercolour pencils, and I just feel I have better control over the paint. But I mean, I love these now I know how to use them. And these are like ink, really, not watercolour. But I did notice something when swatching. So I put all 28 of the new colours in that builder tin. And Derwent decided to send me a pencil I already had. So me and Steve have got a couple of spares of a couple of pencils. Sea Blue, we already had a spare of. Where is it? This one. So we already had one that we were using, one as a spare. The same as Felt Green, I think it is. This one down here. Really nice colour. We had a spare of that. And Derwent were meant to send me... Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here. Right in front of me. Derwent were meant to send me Sea Breeze, the new colour. Instead, they sent me Sea Blue, the one I've already got 2 of. So now I've got 3 Sea Blue. So I either need to message Derwent, if I can be bothered, and say, you sent me the wrong pencil, could you send me out a Sea Breeze? Which I don't know whether I can be bothered to do that, you know. Or just try and source Sea Breeze open stock from like Cult Pens or Jackson's or something like that, and get a couple of other bits whilst I'm there, which that's the option I'm leaning more towards. I hinted at hubby today that I would soon need a new Jelly Roll Stardust Silver. So I was like, oh, we could get that pencil at the same time. Hint. I do like the Arteza watercolours, yeah. Hi, Nessa. Hi, lovely. I tried a few cheap ones and haven't been impressed, but they were exceedingly cheap and nasty. Which ones would you recommend for a beginner watercolour pencil? So yeah, I do like the Arteza. Steve's got the Artina, which they're all in this pencil case with the Inktense. So these are the Artina. You get 120 of those, I think it is. Let's grab one out. So they look like this. So they're like a Black Widow barrel, but they're watercolour pencils. They're quite nice. Where did that come out of there? We have the Castle Art watercolour pencils, but I haven't used those yet. Well, I say we. Steve has them. I haven't tried those yet, so I'll have to reserve judgment on those ones. What else do we have? I have the original Derwent watercolours. They were really nice. And if you can source them, because I know you're in the UK, Sam, W.H. Smith's used to do a 36 tin. It's like a blue tin. You'll be able to pick them up on eBay or something like that. Those were really nice, and they were budget. They were like $12.99 or something. Sorry about that. That's my phone, and that is now going on silent. So yeah, if you can source those 36 W.H. Smith's watercolour pencils, I loved those. They were really good. I still have some of them kicking about somewhere. Fuchsia. So where am I? Okay, let's start building up these petals. So for these, I just put down a light layer of the fuchsia. As you can see. Then we get our deep rose and sort of go over what we've done, but bring it like halfway up the petal. So again, just using a light pressure. Like so. And then our deepest, which is thistle, and this sort of goes a quarter of the way up. So I suppose you do thirds, so you do the full petal, then half a petal, and then a third of a petal. And then when you're blending them, make sure your brush is wet. This is the Derwent Push water brush pen, which I would recommend above all other water brush pens. This is by far my favourite. I don't have to push this in at all. It's just got a constant nice flow, as you can see. Even when I dab it off on my tissue, like that, I come back on my hand and you get, can you see that? Can't really, let me go back to my finger. You just get a constant nice amount of water. Da, 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 da. I got the new 28 colours because they came in a free roll. They are the only Inktense I've got. The new colours are beautiful, Audrey. Have you had a play with them yet? I'm good, thank you, Ness. Not too bad. I got the W.H. Smith's ones. I wasn't impressed at all. The Wilko ones were slightly more pigmented. It depends which W.H. Smith's ones you got, Lynn. The ones that I got, I'm talking like, gosh, when I was at school. They're discontinued now. The ones that I mean. They were in a blue tin. So you go from light to dark. I did it in, as you could see, in strokes. And that will dry lighter, and then I'll probably just layer over the top of it again. I have the Arteza 120 set, but would like to get the watercolour ones. I looked at those the other day in W.H. Smith, Zoe. I will get them to try. Thank you, hun. No, of course not. It takes me ages to touch anything new. Let me show you which set I got. Hang on a minute. W.H. Smith. Don't forget, watercolour pencils can layer. You don't just have to use one layer. I use 2 layers with these, and these are really pigmented. So these are $14.99, and that was the set that I got ages ago. And I really liked them. I am Nessa, yeah. It depends when Sam bought her set of 120, because the new formula, they're not watercolours. It's only the old original Artisas that were you were able to activate like watercolours. Back to fuchsia. Need to sharpen this one soon. So what's everyone been doing over the weekend then? Have you had a nice weekend? Have you been up to much? I was swatching these pencils whilst Manchester United were being defeated by Manchester City. Whilst on the couch, wincing at stomach cramps. What was it? Was it yesterday morning? I couldn't even get out of bed yesterday morning. I messaged Steve at like 10:30, 11 or whenever it was, and I was just like, I can't move. I'm like, I'm just going to stay here for a minute because I can't move. So he came in, bless him, with some water for me, and my tablets, and a paracetamol. He's like, right, take these, take paracetamol, drink a glass of water, and see how you feel. And then, yeah, I perked up a bit after that. Didn't have dinner last night though. Still wasn't in the mood for proper food. I ended up, we've got these really small like flatbread things, you know, like the folded flatbreads, and I ended up popping one of those in the air fryer to like lightly toast it, and put a tiny bit of butter and Marmite on it, and that's what I had for my tea. I was like, yep, that do me. Tonight I've cooked, so I've had my first meal in half a week, no, more than that. A good few days anyway. I've had my first like proper meal, so we'll see how that sits. Right, Thistle is the darkest one. I don't know what I'm doing here. So that is those two. Yep, that's the set I have, but the smaller tin. I like the look of the new Derwent Inktense colours. They're really nice. We, what's our favourite colour? Malibu. So we got, I'm going to have to buy a spare of Malibu, because me and Steve were using, this colour is gorgeous. And we've already used probably half a pencil. We've used it that much. I only recently got the Arteza colour pencils. I thought of you with a football, Zoe. Oh, thank you, Sam. So yeah, you can try your Artezas by all means to see if they'll activate like a watercolour. But if they're new, I don't think they will, because it was, like I said, it was only the old formula. So I'm dragging the lightest down into the darkest and then mopping off my brush, because I don't want to have that dark on to then drag into the light area, because that defeats the object. Just going to turn my book slightly. There we go. So as you can see, these flowers have taken me quite some time. But I like how they look when they're done, so it's not too bad. We'll do a couple more petals and then maybe go on to something else. We'll see. Just going to sharpen this fuchsia. I went to visit my nan on Saturday and saw my mum, and yesterday went for a cooked dinner over my nan's, came home and did some... Oh, nice, Sam. Nice. What did you colour? Frustrated trying to create my own swatch sheets and sitting with a heat pad. What swatch sheet are you after, Audrey? Do you want me to see if Teresa's got what you're trying to swatch, or are you happy to create your own ones? So other things that I've been doing, when I started this page I decided to rewatch Orange is the New Black. So I don't know whether any of you have seen that show on Netflix. It's old now. It's an American prison drama, ladies' prison. Really good series, but it was like, you know, one of those easy listening things. You've seen it, so you don't have to pay attention to it. But yeah, I had my iPad set up on my desk, and sat here last night trying to do a little bit of this whilst watching Orange is the New Black. We watched the Formula 1 as well. Hammy came in second and George Russell came in third, so that's good. That's an improvement. I'm honestly happy with whoever wins, as long as it's not Max Verstappen, so yeah. All the other drivers, good for them. I coloured in a Colour in Heaven book. Oh, was it the new one? Yeah, I've seen Orange is the New Black, good series. It is, isn't it? Well, I'm back on season 1 at the moment. I had the episode, you know, where they're like hunting for the chicken in the yard. I had that episode on last night. Yay! Yay for F1. This morning I woke up and watched a couple people's complete pages on YouTube. And then I started watching Lucy from Lucy Just Adds Colour. She'd uploaded a colour with me in, what's it called? RJ Hampson's Mr. Fogarty, is it? The frog one that RJ Hampson brought out anyway. And she was using the Faber-Castell Black Edition 100 set. And yeah, it looked beautiful. I've not finished watching it yet. I'm about halfway through. But she was doing a great job, and those pencils are so nice. We have the 50 set, and we're definitely going to upgrade to the 100 set, I think, because they're so soft. I'd like to, if we get the pencils, I'd like to follow along with her tutorial. No, an old colour in heaven. Oh, nice. Giving the old one some love. I've done this one because it just didn't look like I'd activated it. So what I'm going to do now, these ones are still drying up here. So I'm going to come back in down here and just go over this again, lightly. And the only ones that I go over with a second coat is the ones that have got these lines in, because I am trying to keep these ones sort of as light as possible. I don't want those to have a second coat. And then the darkest colour, and I'll activate those again. So yeah, I haven't really decided what I want to work on after this page. And usually I will, like this, start a page and then maybe put it aside and want to do something else, but I've happily been, you know, I keep coming back to this one at the moment, so that's a good sign that I'm enjoying it. I watched Lucy's video too, brilliant. I'm hoping to get the pencils when my old age pension comes in December. Oh, Audrey. I hate that it's called old age pension. Should be called workers' pension or something, because you worked for it, didn't you? So I hate that it's called old age. There we go. So that's what those look like with two coats on. So that's a bit more like these ones over here. And you can see these ones up here don't have quite as much depth as these. I don't care what it's called, I've waited long enough for it. No particular pencils, thank you. I just wanted to see if I could create my own swatch sheets. No worries, hun. If you do ever want any, just let me know. I'll get them to you within about 5 months or so. You know what I'm like. So I also, I haven't swatched my 50 Brute Funa Macrons yet. I've had those pencils for quite a while, but I've not swatched them yet, so that's on my itinerary to do. I'm trying to update my swatch folder. Because it needs a little updating. And swatching is quite easy to do when you're sat watching something easy on telly, like the BGT final on Saturday night. I was doing a couple of these petals while watching that. Whoops. Yep, this time next year. Oh, regarding the swatches. Yep. Oh. I'm so bad. It's like I never do it deliberately, but it just, I have to have so many reminders like, Zoe, the swatch sheet? Oh yeah, I'll get it now. And then I get distracted, and then like 5 months later again, you're like, Zoe, the swatch sheet? Yes, Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night, not Saturday night, sorry. Sunday night was the final, yeah. Yeah, we watched the final. Hey Dee. You're not late, hun. I've been on for 53 minutes, but most of that was jibber jabber. So this is all I've done. Just having another drink. Do you want me to continue with this flower? Or do you want me to move on to the leaves? Do you want me to try and colour the water cabbages? You guys let me know. Oh, don't worry, hun, you're fine. Like I said, most of it was just me yakking on. You know what I'm like. I haven't done all of this that you're seeing on the screen at the minute. I've literally just coloured these few petals on live. So with regards to this, I want to do this background here. I'm going to shade my hippo. Yes, I know I went out the lines. I was not fussed about that because I'm going to be covering it up anyway. My idea is I want to colour this section here in this kind of colour, and then like maybe shade it from the outside inwards. And then the outer frame here I'd like to do in a metallic watercolour of some colour, not sure what yet. Whilst you're all here, look at this up here. So this looks like we have two leaves curling in towards each other, which is fine. And it looks like there's two curling in behind it. And one in the middle here, that's fine. I'm not really sure what this here is. And to me, these look like those cacti with pink flowers on top. But as Steve pointed out earlier, why would a cacti / succulent be anywhere near a pond of lotus water lilies? And he's got a point, because they're nowhere near water. But that leaves me with the question of what on earth are they? Because Steve said they were these flower bulbs before they'd opened. But I googled that and they're not, because these are just sealed like this. They don't have like a pokey flower out the top of them or anything. It's literally just a closed bulb. So yeah, I have no idea what they are, but they remind me of those cacti with the pink leaves on top. Yeah, this could be another leaf here, but I don't know what these are. And then there's this thing. I mean, this is a leaf, clearly. But then what's this thing here? Could it be a closed version of these flowers? Do you think? So these bits on the top here would be the yellow bits of the inside? Or do you think they're closed irises? Let me see what closed irises look like. So they look like that. So that still doesn't really look like that, does it? It's a stripy leaf. I mean, I'm tempted just to colour this the same as I have that. But these, yeah, I'm still... And there's another picture of it in bud. Should I just do this green and do that bit purple, as if they were these in bud? Hi Azra, long time no see, how are you, lovely? Yeah, not sure. Go for green, cabbages, lettuces. It's not a carton or carry on. Oh, play with the water cabbage. On, what was that meant to say, Lynn? Ooh, play with the water cabbage. Our carton on with heat you're happy to do. So carry on with the water cabbage or carry on with what you're happy to do. I think that was meant to be. The artist probably did not draw specific flowers. It really bugs me though. My OCD can't deal with that, Miss Lynn. My OCD is like, right, I need to know what exact flower it is. If you're going to draw flowers, please write down what the flowers are. Oh, that's good, Azra. Good. It's lovely to see you. It's definitely been a while. Right. I'm going to colour this in green because I can. And then we'll go on to our water cabbages. Are you at your dad's tomorrow, Miss Lynn? Yeah, Steve said he thought it was a closed lotus, but when I looked at the pictures, they didn't have these bits on the picture. maybe more inclined to go to these ones because there's going to be less purple on the page than pink. The pink's quite dominant. So I'm more inclined to do this green and then have these little bits as like the iris poking out. Also, what would you say these bits here are? Because they don't look like leaves to me, but then they don't look like the rest of the flower either. So I was debating doing them a really light purple just to tie it in, but I was like, I don't know what you are either. A lot of artists don't draw specific flowers, etc. It's just a general shape, so you can colour as you feel. Yeah, people can do that are not pedantic, Miss Lynn. I'm very pedantic. I'm very, like, for want of a better word, anal about things like that. Yep, it's been a long few months, but I'm slowly getting back into watching everyone's YouTube channel. Aw, well, it's lovely to have you back, Azra. Thank you for joining us. Right, so because this part of the leaf is all closed in, I'm going to do this as the shaded part and then have the bit at the bottom here as the lighter part. I will do a little bit of shading around the bottom here just because it's covered by other things. So we'll probably end up with like a highlight in the middle. So I'm just going to go around these other shapes. I'm going to call them shapes because it's not all flower. Just adding in our shading. This is olivine. Like so. And then our Ionian green. Could really do with my iPad being, oh, I have got the light on just to give me a bit more light. I really need to bring my other light from the living room back in here. But it looks so good in my living room. We'll check chat again in a second. Just put in a thin dark line around here. Okay. I wasn't supposed to be, but I am now. Got to cut his grass and be there for the council to put a new loo in for him. Ooh. Hey, Sam. Hi, lovely. I do things opposite just because I don't blame you. I've just filmed my Circle of Life update today. Colouring book I will be finishing very soon. Have 18 pages left. I'm excited. I finished Colour Morphia and Worlds Within Worlds. I was so happy. Oh wow, such an achievement. I really admire people that can like stick to the same book and not get bored. I get bored too easily. So as you can see, where I've left it the lightest, that's where I've gone in first. with my water brush, like so, and just make sure that is nice and moist. Then I'm going to draw upwards to the point and downwards to this point. Let me bring this up here a minute. Oops, went out of line a bit. Haven't decided what colour to do the background yet. Okay, just do that little bit around there. Bring that down. Blend that out. So that's not too bad. I can see a line here, so but I'm going to give it a second coat anyway, just to deepen up the shadows. I haven't been focusing much on YouTube due to my psoriasis. Been pain in the butt. Oh, bless you. I know you were struggling with that before, weren't you? But had an admission in March and things aren't great, so I've been working on myself. Good for you, hun. Good for you. I don't think I'll ever manage to complete a whole book. I will my Adorable Owls. I'm determined to make Adorable Owls finished. But I'm not in a hurry to do it because I'm going to be sad when it finishes. Sam Hodgson, are you still here, hun? Because I want to show you something. I know this is still slightly damp, but I'm just wanting to go in and deepen that up a bit. I didn't use too much water on it, to be honest. Yes. Right. Me and Sam have bought a book that we're going to work on together. Mine came yesterday, was it? Look, it's a replacement, but it's a different book. Let me lift you up slightly. So this is, I'm going to show it in a haul, but this is an owl stained glass colouring book. And I said to Sam, I was like, look at this book, it's really cute. Do you want to like work on it together if we get it? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, woo. So there was several different covers to this, and I was like, do I want to pay the extra £1 just to have a prettier cover? And I thought about it, and I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, I do. I want to pay the extra £1 just to have a prettier cover. So I went with this one. But I can show you some of the pages in it. It's really cute. So we can't do 5 pen challenges in here because they'd be pretty wacky if we did. But it would be nice to work on it together. I love this one. And they're grayscale too, which is nice. Some really, really nice images. Possibly AI. I'm not so keen on this one. Possibly AI art. I'm not sure. I don't really care. It's a fun book. Everyone's going pretty anti-AI at the moment. It's like, I buy more than enough books to support proper artists. So I don't mind getting the odd AI book just for fun. So yeah, that's a few of the pictures from this. If you want me to do a full flip through, let me know in the comments and I will do so. I also picked up, I don't really need to do a haul if I show you all these, do I? I also might have picked up this one because they're only £4.38 at the moment. Gotta grab a bargain while it's there. I've learned how to make my own watercolours with eyeshadow palettes and I love it so far. It's really fun, isn't it? I love making my own watercolours. It's time consuming to like let them dry and then refill them and let them dry again and refill them, but it's really fun. Miss Lynn would have had a set of my homemade metallic watercolours had Hermes not completely messed up the delivery. She managed to get the 120 Arteza pen set, which was the main thing we were sending, so we were glad that didn't get lost. But the packaging that we put it in all got ripped in transit, and I'd put in a completely separate Jiffy bag in it, and the Jiffy bag completely was not there at all. And that had, what did that have in it, Miss Lynn? It was my handmade watercolours and some other bits and bats of something. I can't remember now. It was blooming, what, 2 or 3 years ago now. But it was basically some things I was sending Lynn. And half of the parcel went missing. There we go, that looks a bit better. I'm pleased with that. Okay, let's find some colours for our water cabbages, water lettuces, whatever they are. Let's put those ones to one side. Let's zoom you out for a minute so you can see the whole page while I'm choosing colours. Da, 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 da. Let me scroll back. I've missed quite a bit of chat. It looks really nice, doesn't it, Sam? I'm really pleased with it. Yep, I did research first, Lynn, and watch multiple people before I did it. Bought a palette of 60 colours. Didn't use all the colours though, lol. Hannah Lynn's newest book. Yes. Yeah, they're only £4.38 at the moment. I was like, okay, I'm going to grab it now. That's better than nearly £8. I was so sad not to get the paints. I'll have to make some more, Lynn. I'll have to get some more gum arabic. I need to learn how to make metallic watercolours though. So all I did, Azra, was got some mica powders from Amazon and eBay. In fact, I can show you what ones I bought. Bear with. Let me move some of the rubbish on my desk. So I bought, if I can grab hold of it, because they're still here. A bit dusty, not been used in a while. I bought this set from Amazon. Opening things with nails, I've discovered, has become problematic. So you get X amount of colours in here, and I think they're like 10-gram bottles or something. And it's just like eyeshadow basically, but it's mica powder. So, but this time when I make them, I want to get a grinder mill thing. What are they called? Like a paperweight, but I can't think of the fancy name for it. But yeah, some really nice colours in here. Let's look at the blues. Blues are my favourite colour. in case you can't tell. Really, really pretty colours. That's a violet. So yeah, I've definitely got enough micas to make some new ones. This is like a pearlescent one. Symphony gold, so it's like a white gold shift. And copper? No, coffee. Looks more coppery to me. But yeah, they're the ones that I bought. Was thinking of maybe trying honey with them this time as well, like a gum arabic solution and adding some honey into it. Let's pop those back. There was a book and some odd pencils of a set, I think. Sent you something. Go me. Sent who something? Audrey. I've had my paints for a month. Was scared to use them, lol. But now that I'm using them, I love them. The books are on special offer over here, but I prefer the PDFs. Yeah, you can print them off as many times as you want on your own paper and that, can't you? I have bought some things off of Etsy, but before I do a haul of them, I want to print them all off and bind them. I made a honey and glycerin binder, so it's amazing. Nice. Nope, not mortar and pestle. It's like a glass paperweight with a handle. It's like a Miller or something. Can you make the colours with acrylic powder as well? Just wondering. I would assume so. I don't know. One of the golds you made was a really nice colour. Not sure if it was from that set. No, it was from a sachet that I'd bought off of eBay, that one. You sent me something on Instagram, Audrey. Let me have a look. Ooh, 2 messages. Look at me sharing photos. Could this be used for your unknown plant? Ooh. Am I right to share it on stream, Audrey? Yeah, the miller. It is a milling tool, right? I didn't make that up, did I? These ones here look a bit like the flower you sent me, Audrey. Where's my drink gone? Let's get my drink. I'm assuming it's okay to share this photo, but this is the photo Audrey sent me. She said, I'm assuming it was for these ones up here. She said, could this be your missing flower? It could possibly be. I mean, I could make those this colour and then make these ones here that colour as well, so it ties in. It's a very, very pale pink. Make this one it as well, maybe. We'll go with it, Audrey. We'll go with it. Right, anyway. Water cabbages. So I want to use this mint leaf here, I think. Possibly vivid green as a middle colour. And then field green as the deepest colour, maybe? We'll try that. We'll try it. Try anything once. It can only go wrong. All right. Right. Pencil case. So So what was the first one? Mint leaf. Mint leaf. Mint leaf. Vivid green and field green. Yeah. Okay. So move the sharpener out the way. I'm gonna have to move my iPad slightly. There we go. Right, so I'll base one leaf to start with and see how we get on. Let's go for the outside leaf here, because it's nearest me. So I actually messaged Kay today, the lady that bought me this book. You all know who Colouring with Kay is. I don't need to explain who she is. I messaged her on Instagram. I'm like, I'm finally colouring in the book that you got me. I'm so sorry it's taken so long, but I was so scared of ruining it. But I'm colouring it, and she really liked my flowers, and I was like, oh, thank you. She's like YouTube royalty to me. Love you, Kay. Right, so this is the vivid green, and I'm just shading over where this leaf is overlapping. Like so. And then we'll take our field green and just go in right at the edges. And we'll see how that turns out. Let's just draw that out slightly more. And go back in with our mint. Okay. You can't really see that very well, can you? There we go. Let's activate this and see what it turns out like. It's a nice cool green, which is good because it complements the vivid green up here, which is like a warm green. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm going to turn my book around and we'll do some more of the other leaves. I will go in when that's dry and deepen it up a little bit. There we go. Let's turn you around this way. Let's turn my acetate sheet as well so that's not in the way. So another thing I found interesting with this image is that everything has an outline. So I don't know whether you can see, but this water cabbage has an outline around it too here. So I haven't decided what to do with that yet. I think with the irises, I was just doing it in the darkest colour. I haven't done this bit up here yet, so yeah, contemplating that. I could go in with maybe metallic watercolours or something, just to give it a bit of interest. And maybe draw the looker's eye to each individual plant. I'm not sure, I'm just thinking out loud. So this leaf here is actually curled. So that would be lighter even though it's full of leaves. I'm gonna just leave this leaf here that I'm colouring in the base mint colour, and then I'll shade this inside bit like I did with my water lotus flowers, water lilies, whatever you want to call them. It's funny because since I've been colouring again, or like really concentrating on doing more colouring things, my reading has stopped and my diamond painting has stopped. It's like I can't have multiple things on the go. I know Lynn can relate to that. She's often told me she's either reading or she's colouring. She can't do both. What's the book, Zoe? I missed the beginning of the stream. So this is Yoga Animals So Cute. I think I have a flip through of this on my channel, possibly from when Kay originally gifted it to me. I have linked it at the top of the description, not the description, the chat, Audrey. Vivid green. So let's go in here. And as I said, it is actually on offer at the minute. I think it should be, is it $11.99 normally? And sorry, I'm turning my book a lot. I think it's $9 something at the moment. YouTube seem to be having quite a sale on colouring books at the moment, which isn't a bad thing. If you're trying to save, it's a bad thing. But I'm not. Because I'm very much a you never know what tomorrow holds kind of gal. And I live for each day. Okay, so we're just adding a bit of the field green in. Like so. Guess what? We're turning again. So it looks like this bit is an outside leaf and it's curling inwards as well. So for that reason, I'm going to shade from here. Hope you can see this. Yeah, you can. Let me bring it in a bit. I'm going to start shading here. Because again, that's an outside leaf. So yeah, regarding this week, depending on what happens with my mum, I may not be here for the Saturday group live, because if plans go ahead, that's the Vivid. If plans go ahead, then I will be in Cambridgeshire and travelling back here on the Saturday. So I could possibly, what day did I say? Thursday, Friday, come home Saturday, yeah. So I could possibly, if we're not doing anything on the Sunday, switch the group live stream to the Sunday, but I will pop up a community post and let you guys know either way. But I'm going to record tomorrow. I'm going to sit down and record my colour with me. See how much of that I can get done. And then that will hopefully be edited and uploaded by Wednesday. And then Thursday we'll have, what will Thursday be? Nothing. A day off, woo! Friday will be Flip Through Friday. Right, so just activating this outside leaf and this outside leaf here. Sorry, Audrey, love you. Not necessarily cancelled, maybe just shifted to a different day. If it works out that the Saturday won't work because I'm doing things or whatever, I'll just reevaluate and change the days around. There we go. So what do we think about that? Still obviously need to go in and redarken it. I am trying to spend more time with her because obviously she's on her own now. And yeah, I'm just trying to find a balance. So I'm just re-going over this with the two darkest colours, so the Vivid Green and the Field Green. And sometimes I don't always like activate it again. Sometimes I'll just shade it with the pencil and leave it. But this paper is beautiful. These pencils work so nice on it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna shade this and leave it without activating it. like so. This one should be $11.99, focus camera. Should be $11.99 and it's on offer for $9.95 or something. Let's go, is this dry yet? Still a bit damp. Yeah, that's still a bit damp, so I can't shade that yet. Let's do another leaf. Vivid green. I'm trying not to catch this leaf here. Need to avoid that one. I'm shading at such an odd angle. Shade around here. And then we'll bring that up in the middle a little bit. Just gonna send a quick message. And field green. Let's pick that back up. So yeah, I like that. The second one, Lynn. I really like this blend. It's pretty. I knew what you meant, but yeah, the second. Okay, I like that. Let me get rid of that rubbish off my screen. Are you guys happy for me to continue with my cabbage? Or do you want me to do something else? You let me know. I'm still live, aren't I? Yeah. Whew. You've all, whatever you want to do, hon. You've all gone quiet on me. See, Lynn, that picture that I have coloured those flowers as flowers and you said they look like cabbages. You could be right. Maybe they are cabbages, because that is another like picture by the water. It's a sea picture, isn't it? Maybe they are water cabbages. Cabbage, lettuce, it's fine. Whatever it is. Bit of shade in there. Oh, what are you colouring, Sam? Thank you for still being here. Too busy concentrating on the cabba lettuce. I like it, Audrey. Cabba lettuce. I watched Lily's new video this morning, Audrey. She's having a de-stash. Probably, chances are, I probably won't finish it. You will finish it, Miss Lynn. You will finish it. You said if you were going to do it, it was to help me finish it. So we'll finish it together. We can do it. You started it to help me, so I will finish mine to help you. I didn't realise how many colour by number books she had. I was like, wow. It was like 50 something, was it? Let's have a clean piece of tissue. There we go. I know you did. I know you started it. But you started it to help me finish mine, to like inspire me to finish it. And I am going to finish it because I want you to finish yours too. These back leaves here, I will do a little base of the lightest colour. But to be honest, by the time I finish shading it, you're probably only going to have the very tip of it left as the lightest colour. So Audrey, have I inspired you to use your Inktense? Yeah, no worries, Ness. Right, so that was our vivid. Let's grab our field. Like so. Okay. Let's activate those. There we go. So we've nearly done one cabbage lettuce. Cabba lettuce. No, not until I get them swatched. Well, swatching definitely helps. Right, so this is part of the leaf. And that's part of it as well, isn't it? That's like the opposite side of this one. I was definitely struggling earlier to try and get into the crease when doing these ones here. As you can see, I got a bit on the opposite page. I was like, can't be helped. Okay, so that would technically be classed as an outside leaf, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll just do a little bit of shading at the bottom here where this leaf overlaps it. do a Shannon take the book apart. I could never. I could never. So, Sam, there's a Facebook group called Teresa Ivanhoe's. What's her? Teresa Ivanhoe. Let me look it up. I want to give you the exact correct name. Teresa Ivanhoe's Colouring Community. There we go. Teresa Ivanhoe's Colouring Community. I go to there, and in the files section, there's like a little search bar. And if you type in there like Arteza 120, the swatch for the Arteza 120s will come up. I don't want to shade this leaf too much because, like I said, it is an outside leaf. I just want to give it a little bit of shadow at the bottom here. And blend it upwards. There we go. I'll activate that. I need to shade this back one as well. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of just the field green over here where this leaf is. Like so. And a tiny bit there as well. Oh, Audrey, how could you? I mean, it would make it so much easier to colour, but I just couldn't. What was I watching of Shannon's the other day? I was watching something. It was a flip through of Flowerscape, and what was the other one she did a flip through of recently? I watched it, I was like, damn it, Shannon, now I need that book. I know, right? You need to buy a replacement, because Kirby's are going to be like antiques. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Love? Hun? I'm talking to you like my hubby now. You're welcome, love. That's what I always say to him. No worries, love. I called my mum it once. I was like, no, love, not like that. And she was like, I ain't your bloody love. Oh, funny. There. I like that. Good colour choosing, Zoe. They're intimidating to a lot of people, Sam, but if you just... The most intimidating part about a Kirby is not starting a page. If you start a page, you'll find that you'll get carried away and swept up in it, and you'll absolutely love it. And the best thing is to try, say if it's like slightly repetitive, like there's lots of rocks, and then there's something else over here, and something else over here. just start with one thing. So like concentrate on doing all of your rocks first, then find something else, say like a tree with a load of leaves or a few trees. Colour all of those and then move on to the next thing and just break it down, and then you'll find it a lot less intimidating to colour. And like they say on Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. And that's how Kirby is. I haven't touched his new Alien book yet. And I said I'm not going to touch that book until I finished my whip in Mythic World? Mythomorphia? Which one? I don't know which one I'm working in. Nope, not getting another copy. Too many fiddly bits in it. Imagimorphia. From Mythomorphia onwards, Audrey, they got less fiddly. Mythomorphia is most people's favourite. It's still one of my favourites. Fragile World is another favourite because that's the animal one. And I'm an animal girl. Worlds Within Worlds I like. Mythic World I quite like. And then Alien Worlds, I wouldn't say it's my least favourite. I would probably say it's the most... I don't even want to say it's the most intimidating, because I'm not intimidated by his pages. Alien Worlds is going to be the one I have the most fun in, I think, because I can do them any colour I want. There's no rules, you know, like, it's not like having a picture of a horse and colouring it sky blue pink, you know, which we all know I can't do. There's literally, these are made up things, so my brain is going to be like, just have fun and go with it. There. One cabbage bites the dust. Let's zoom out. I like it. I like it. So we do the other one the opposite side. Oh, don't worry, I won't bore you with that on camera. But if we do the other one the opposite side, you see, like, this page really intimidated me because there's so many different things. But I'm just trying to do certain bits, and then slowly it starts to come together. I'm going to colour this outside bit on camera with you, I think. What time is it? 9 o'clock. Huh, my time is up. Are you guys happy for me to continue for a bit, or do you want me to bugger off? Barbara Colours did an amazing page in the Alien book. Is that the one with all the tentacles that looks a bit like an octopus squiddy thing? I like details, but Alien Worlds does nothing for me, really. I've not tried it yet. I just want to get stuck into it and see where my imagination takes me. I'll stick to Johanna Basford for now. Maybe when I'm more experienced with pencils, I'll get Kirby books. My favourite thing to do in Kirby is actually painting, or like ink tents like this, because the paper works really nice for it. I've got to go, need a bath because I stink. Okay, Miss Lynn, no worries. Have a lovely bath, and I'm very jealous. No spaceman with dragonflies. Ooh, I'll have to have a look at that. I will check it out. Is everyone else okay if I stay for a bit longer, or do you want rid of me? I want to colour this, but I'm not sure if my marker has enough juice in it. And I'm like, ew. Have I got a similar colour to that one that's got more juice in it? Because I know my BG68 is well loved. Ooh, I could do G322 or G326. Let's have a look. I think I'm better to go with the light one because I'll have more choice in pencil. But I really do like this colour. I think that would go nice. Eep. Do I have any pencils? I probably wouldn't use the Inktense to shade that bit, to be fair. But I would probably use my Brute Tuna Squares or something. We'll go with the G322, see what happens. G322, which is, I'm going to have to move you slightly to reach my markers. I'm fine with you continuing. Thank you. Right, G322. Oh hoo hoo. Terrified about doing this because there's no place to stop. It's all open space. So that's going to be fun. Right, if I don't look at chat for the next 20 minutes or however long it takes me to colour this, I do apologise, but I'm going to have to keep this pen moving. To this bit before it dries. Slightly dried already. Yip-de-doo. Great. Forgot this bit was here. No. Ah. got a nice line there, it's annoying me. This is a beautiful colour though. And have a bit of a line there, but I just have to do, look! It's annoying. I hate it when it does that. Just have to try and cover it with shading or something. Maybe do like a water ripple or something in white gel pen. It's going to be a right mixed media page, this one. Oh, so fiddly. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. This is why colorists don't like big open spaces. Especially if using alcohol markers. I don't mind that I've slightly gone over bits because I can hide those. As long as I've not got a ton of lines in my colouring, that is all I care about. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Whew. We did it. We made it. Let's have a look. Da, 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 da. Gosh, I missed quite a bit of chat. Oh, thank you, Lynn, if you're still here. I keep getting ads about who's being on sale, still out of my budget. Black Friday is the best time to get them. Keep on colouring. Yeah, just keep colouring, just keep colouring. Oh, bless you, Audrey. She does work. She works way too much. Hey, Rach. Hi, lovely. I was talking about you earlier. Probably ending the stream soon, but just got back from work. Nice. I've decided I don't like alcohol markers unless I find the right tones, of course. You not like alcohol markers? Your ears must have been burning when Zoe was talking. I was. I can't remember what I was talking about now, but I mentioned Rach. I mentioned, it was about the comments, wasn't it? I said that you messaged me this morning saying my comments were switched off again. I was like, yeah, as usual. When aren't they switched off? Ooh, I wonder what colour we should do the outside ring. I'm probably not going to do it right now because my hand will be going through it a lot when colouring the other stuff still, but I like that colour. Pretty. Meant to be right ones. Meant to be right ones. Unless you can find the right ones, of course. I'm with you. I'm in so much pain right now. Really bad headache. Oh, Rach. Is that like a stress headache, hun? Go have a nice shower or bath. That will help your headache, trust me. Mother knows best. Honestly, headaches, I find water is so healing for so many things. If I have a really bad headache or migraine, I jump straight in the shower. As hot as you can stand it. And stay in there for like 20 minutes, half hour. And then you'll find it'll help. Also drink loads of fluids. And chill. Just chill out. Relax, you're home now. You're done for the day. I'm going to do a couple more of these petals and then in about 15 minutes time we'll call it a live. But yeah, I've really enjoyed working some more on this. I honestly don't know. Work was fine tonight, just loud. Little children, haha. I felt it coming on and ignored it like a silly person. Yep. So, hot shower, hot bath, paracetamol, lots of fluid, just Not like squash or anything, just plain water. Drink like a whole pint down if you can. And it should disappear. So what yoga pose is Miss Hippo supposed to be doing? I honestly don't know. Let's go to the back of the book because I think it may say here. Doesn't show which one she's doing, does it? It only shows basic yoga poses. This is... No, I think she's just like... I don't know. What should we should just name it maybe, but it's not in these ones. Let's bring you back down to here. Shade and activate these, and we'll be done. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in tonight. I really appreciate you guys. As always, if you haven't already, please do leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And subscribe if you haven't already. Usual jargon. And like I said earlier, I'm not sure what's happening yet this week with travelling. I need to do some more arranging with Mum. But I will either schedule a live stream, so look out for a scheduled live stream, or look out for a community post. And that should give you some like little update on what's going on. What's that song? Sister saw me sitting on a thistle, was it? Something like that? Sister saw me sitting on a thistle. I can't remember now. Is it a Christmas song or something? Something to do with a thistle. My two front teeth, my two front teeth, my two front teeth. It was that one. Those Inktense pencils are beautiful. They really are. You can get them open stock as well, which is handy. Like if you can only collect a few at a time, it does cost more in the long run, but it's just more manageable for some people. Steve only got his 72 set in one go because he got it on a redonkulous Black Friday deal. It should have been like however much they are full price, and he got it half price. I was like, that's a good price, you need to snap them up. Hi Lou, you're still here. Oh, thank you. You all want me to stay, I feel so loved. Did Nessa come back? Ness, you still here? Yeah, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth, my two front teeth. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth, so I could wish you Merry Christmas. Something like that. You can see how the tissue becomes quite colourful quite soon. That one's done. Can get away with doing the smaller petals on like one swipe. So I can with the milk with mirth. Right, we've got 9 minutes. I can get a couple more petals done in that time. This is definitely one of those pages that's going to have a lot of hours of work put into it, but it's, you know, I'm going to be really pleased with the outcome. And sometimes for me, you know, the whole quality over quantity thing, I sometimes forget it and think people want to see lots and lots of pictures, which they probably do, but I would rather maybe do 5 or 6 pictures and have them of a better quality. Right, I need to bring this round again just in case. Deep rose. So for anyone who missed the start of the live stream, if you do want the combinations that I'm using, I do mention them at the beginning of the live stream. And then when we did the water cabbage, water lettuce thing, I also mentioned what colours I used then. Should you wish to do this page as well, or just use the combinations that I'm using? Oops. Getting a couple of little cramps in my tummy, that's not nice. It's because I'm due some meds and probably a painkiller. Beautiful colour of lotus flower, thank you. Ross says oogie boogie boo. Hi Ross, oogie boogie boo. Did you ever finish the Halloween page you were watercolouring on Lily's live stream? No, I didn't. I plan to finish it this Halloween, 2 years later. There we go. Okay, let's bring us up to 9:25, so I think that's a good night's streaming. Let's bring you out. So that's what we have so far, and I really like how the page is looking. So we're going to have maybe a purple flower here, or it might be that really light pink to match these two and these flowers on the end of these things. So yeah, again, thank you to everyone for joining, and hopefully this will be featured next in my completed pages video at the end of June. Can you believe it? 6 months till Christmas, people. If you'd like me to list anything in the description below, after the live stream, do let me know. If you want me to link this Audrey, I will do. It is, like I say, the best water brush I have found. It's really nice. I can link the pencils, the book, everything. Okay, but until next time, thank you for taking care. No, thank you for joining and take care. I will see you guys soon, and be sure to look out for that video on Wednesday. It will be there this week because I'm filming it tomorrow. Until then, take care everyone, and happy colouring. Bye bye.